So I exposed this before many times now, and the full game came out, and it showed in a recent video that Far Cry, when the full game came out, proved what I said months and weeks before the game fully released. So this is the DLC of Far Cry 6. And it just proves my argument I showed. Basically, exposed the trailer, and my argument was right again. Now, this isn't going to be that long of a video. It's just going to be a short video, but you see, this is how it starts. It starts with basically him waking up, and he's surrounded by TVs with a bunch of eyeballs on. Many games have done this because it refers to one thing, as it portrayed in that movie, We Live or whatever, or Live. It simulates, like even with the TV show Big Brother, the watching eye, it simulates, the one eye simulates the Illuminati watching you, the big eye watching you simulates the Illuminati is always watching you. So we know that Ubisoft they create so many garbage games, and it's no surprise. I mean, Ubisoft known for their video games like Assassin's Creed, which that game is full of occult symbolism. Basically, in that game, you're a Freemason. Go back to the original first one, you're a Templar, which again, the Templars were Freemasons, and it admits that in other Assassin's Creed games. So, this is how it starts off. He wakes up, and there's a bunch of all-seeing eyes on the screen, on TV screens, which doesn't really shock me, because this is games today. This is what it is, $60, £60 for a game. And this DLC is an absolute rip-off. I won't buy it, never would. This DLC you can literally complete in about an hour or two if you know what you're doing. And that it costs nearly £30. What a rip-off. As you can see, multiple more all-seeing eyes. They just love promoting this crap. They just love it. They love promoting this garbage. Because as you can clearly see, there's multiple all-seeing eyes all over the screen. Again, as you can clearly see, that the eyeball is watching you. Now, what is this supposed to be? Is multiple split personality or whatever? This is supposed to be his world, or what's in its mind. So I guess the all-seeing eyes and eyeballs are in his dream. Sure, this is the excuse. That's all it is. Again, as you can clearly see, as I exposed with the trailer. Now, this is the only first episode of the DLC that's been released. The others are just going to be even more garbage, even more boring. And I've never really been into this franchise, to be honest. Even the original one on, I think it was Far Cry 2, the one where you're in a like desert and jungle. That one sucked ass. It really did. It was boring. Again, multiple seeing eyes again. It's just an excuse, like I said. I'm sure people will remember the video that video game that exposed. Nobody else exposed it because we all know why. Because again, I'm the only one really exposing video games on here. Nobody else is doing it. So that's why it's one in a kind. I'm the only one exposing video games here. Nobody else will take their time to expose it. That's why again. But again, as I was saying, with the video game Deathloop, that had the same, had TVs lined up with a bunch of all seeing eye eyeballs on it. It was just an excuse to promote the all seeing eye. That's all it was. It was really just an excuse to promote the all seeing eye of the Illuminati. As I said, the big eye, always watching you. Again, as you can see, Ubisoft. Yeah, the all-seeing eye again. And then here kind of looks like a skull. I mean, even in Far Cry 3, you're injecting drugs into yourself. So what kind of message is that to send to people? I mean, in Far Cry 3, that's where originally this guy came from. I think it was Far Cry 3 or 4, I don't really care, to be honest. That's how long it's been since I played this game. It's been that long. But in that 1 year, you would inject drugs into yourself, and there's a mission in it where you take drugs and get high. Now again, you see this here, known symbolism. So it's not just one symbol in this video game, it's multiple. Skull and Bones refers to the occult. That's what it refers to, the occult. Skull and Bones, which is known as 322 or 312. It's not a separate occult group, it's all in line with the Illuminati. That occult is a occult worship of death. Again, as I said, this is all you're really doing it. I mean, it's just boring. So boring, this DLC. This is all you do. You just shoot people in a constant loop. See how the all-seeing eye here on the wall, which really doesn't surprise me again. None of this has anything to do with the game. They don't explain what it means again. So they don't even explain anything of this, how he got here or whatever. It's just a garbage DLC. They don't explain how he got there, or doesn't explain it. It's just garbage. Again, another all-seeing eye on the wall. What a joke. So an all-seeing eye on the wall shouldn't really be a shock. I mean, another one. You got another all-seeing eye on the wall. Again, and he even admits an eyeball on it. What does this have to do with Vaas? What does this have to do with him? Nothing. It's just an excuse. Ubisoft, garbage company that creates garbage games. And I said this game was going to be garbage, and it was. It was a garbage game. So many people were shilling it and saying, oh, this is the best Far Cry ever. No, it isn't. It's crap. It's the same Far Cry. Just a reskin. It's garbage. And as you can see there, so there's not only one eyeball there, there's another. As I said, what has this got to do with Vaas? What has it got to do with them? No, absolutely nothing. So, two more all-seeing eyes. Just an excuse. Right there. 1, 2. The all-seeing eye watching you. And then you have it again on the wall. See, it's constantly bombarded in your face. This all-seeing eye. It's constantly thrown in your face, which doesn't really surprise me. Really doesn't. It really doesn't shock me. And again, right there. So as I said, all this DLC is you basically shooting enemies. That's all you do. That's literally all you do. Again, all-seeing eye. And what a joke. Again, another one on the wall. Multiple. As I said, what does this have to do with the game? Nothing. It is literally just a excuse to promote the Illuminati. That's all it is. That's all it really is. It's honestly all it really is. And I mean, it really shouldn't be a shock, should I? We'll see a guy there. And another one. That's basically the same area. Or I think it's another area. You have the old seeing eye. And another one. I mean, by now you should get the point. I mean, what? I completely forgot, but wasn't Ubisoft the one that made the game Watch Dogs? As far as I know, I think it was Watch Dogs Legion. Now, again, I exposed that video game and it had all seeing eyes and graffiti of the Illuminati, and none of that exists in the streets of London. None of it exists. So they deliberately put that in the game because that's what many people use as an excuse. Like, oh, if there's Illuminati symbolism on a wall or something or graffiti, they say, "Oh, that's just a representation of that in real life." Yeah, like graffiti exists in that certain place, so people just use excuses. Again, this is one there, one there, and one there. And again, the more you go through this game, the more this is going to be bombarded in your damn face. Again, Far Cry 6, the main story, I suppose, they had an all-seeing guy, basically, I brought up the argument as, if this is basically telling you where to go, then it's safe to say, just stop playing video games. Because if you have to be told where, if you basically have to be told where to go in a video game and you're hand-guided, then you're not a proper gamer. And that's why most games are garbage today. Because you have these people, oh, I want to have my handheld. I want to have my handheld in a video game. And that's why most games suck. Seriously, That is honestly why most games suck now. And then you have again, the more you go, the more this is thrown in your face. Again, another one right there. Another one right there. Another one. Again, notice something. Well, you can barely see it, but notice something right there. Again, it's right in your face again. It doesn't really surprise me. So it's thrown in your face again. So you have a bunch of us seeing guys on TVs looking at you. And then again on the TV. As you can clearly see, just like Deathloop, they're just like other games. Again, TVs with a bunch of all-seeing guys looking at you. Doesn't really surprise me. Really doesn't. Honestly, doesn't really surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me. It seriously doesn't surprise me. All-seeing guys. And again, and again. Know what's supposed to be going on here? We have some like black mist, which is usually known as astral projection, which is witchcraft. And then again, all-seeing eyes. And then you have this. What sort of she's trying? Couldn't remember what she was doing because, as I said, I took these screenshots a long time ago. You have an all-seeing eye on the door. That was the thing that was shown before. Again, right there. Again, there you have what looks like a 6. Add it up 3 times. 666, the mark of the beast. 2 eyeballs again. Another one, an all-seeing eye. And then you have one right there. I mean, by now it's deliberately been. As I said, if you need basically this to guide you where to go, then games are just going to get worse. I mean, because if you need, it's like this company, it basically is laughing. Because if you need to be guided where to go, there's just no words. You have multiple eyeballs there. Again, you have one there. Looks like one there. Bunch of them again. There's that one that exposed in the trailer with the, as you can clearly see. And yeah, that's about it. And what's up? So I showed it in just check out the rest of my Far Cry videos and you'll see my argument. You seriously will. You'll see my argument. That's what you'll see. You'll see my argument. So yeah, as I said, it's not really going to be a long video. So yeah, as I say all the time, thank you for all the support and all the likes and all that. It's what keeps and motivates me to keep doing this. I've still got many videos to do. I've got one that I originally saw before anybody else. The video game awards. Basically, I saw something at the video game awards that I've had the research for a couple of, I don't know when the video game awards was. It was probably a week ago or something like that. And now I'm going to be posting it on BitChute for obvious reasons. Anyone that's watched the video game awards will know why it's going on BitChute. So yeah, so I got videos to post on that, and then I got some more videos to post on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.